Do you know how amazing you are? No, I mean, really. Through you, God smiles at the downcast. And through you, God hugs those who are in need of human contact and a touch. And most of all, through you, God brings words of eternal life, of introducing people to Jesus Christ, who will transform them and those around them forever. Well, I know if you're like me, sometimes you might doubt God can use you. You might feel ill-equipped. But I want to tell you today that God doesn't doubt you, and he doesn't leave you alone, and he doesn't leave you without the tools you need to actually share hope. So with that, I'm really excited that we get to be part of putting those tools and that community in your hands through our new Rally Kit. Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 20 says this: we're widely spread apart and we're trying to build the kingdom here on our own, build the wall on our own. And he says that's not the way it's meant to be. So when you hear the sound of the trumpet, rally to us there. And it is when we are gathered together that our God will fight for us. So in this kit, first of all, you'll be surrounded by women from the past and women from the present whose voices and insights through a devotional, kind of a best of devotional of Stonecroft, will inspire you. These are names like Helen Duff Baugh, our founder, Mary Clark, Meryl Bishop, Millie Stam, Lucille Sullenberger, and women today as well, including I wrote a little bit too. I can't wait for you to be re-inspired or newly inspired by women whose lives of faith have been laid on the line for Jesus, just like you and I long to do with ours. And then secondly, tools. We're not alone. We also are not ill-equipped. So in Nehemiah 4:20, the people needed both tools to build the wall, like those things that you lay bricks and stones with. Obviously, I know a lot about building. But also, they needed tools to fight off the enemies who were attacking them. Similarly, this kit is a kit for action. It is not only a kit for here, for our minds, or for our hearts. It is a kit for our hands, for action. It is a kit that includes a prayer journal where you can pray and write the names down of the women you're encountering who you want to have know Jesus. Where there's conversation cards that can help you start the conversation with the person in the checkout line that might lead to you loving her toward Christ. And then finally, with I already talked about the devotional, but there's also a little fun thing. It's a prayer bracelet that has an ability to count throughout the day who you've prayed for and to keep them in mind, that you might be the voice, the arms of Jesus in their life. So God thinks you're amazing. He gave you a really big job, and he gave it to me too. And he's not going to leave us alone in doing it, and he's not going to leave us ill-equipped. So I am excited to introduce our Rally Kit to help you and to help me on your front lines, on mine, to be able to be the arms and feet and voice of God to others. You could do this with a friend. You could buy it for yourself. You could get one with a friend and read and pray and reach out in your community together. You could do it with your prayer group, with a Bible study group, a small group. You could do it with your church, with Stonecroft, wherever you are. You could do this with your planning team. You could do this with your hub. It's for you to be bold, to be equipped, and to not be alone. So with me, and as you get your kit, let's rally.